Hi guys, my name is Yaraisi.
I'm Carly.
I'm Luis.
I'm Ruben.
And I'm John.
With the DI methods that we used, starting off with the Discover method, we went out and interviewed a couple of people from our communities, and we were looking for people that weren't so much related to the ASL community, and then some that were related because we wanted to see what the main gaps were between these communities and what we could do to kind of bridge that gap. And moving on into the Develop method, we created a mind map, and this mind map helped us brainstorm a couple of ideas of how we wanted to bridge these gaps and how we wanted to expand ASL to other communities, maybe communities that don't exactly need it, but they might find it essential to learn it. And from that same mind map, we kept adding more and more ideas. We went through a real Winworth because we wanted to really narrow down our choices and make sure we were choosing a project that was the most realistic within our time frame. Moving on into the Define method, we also went through a journey map because we wanted to make sure that our choices were going to be the best possible. And so we went through a couple of these journey maps because we wanted to make sure that we were capturing every single pro and con that we could think of. So these journey maps helped us go through all the pros and cons of each of our ideas, which ultimately got us to an app. And then last but not least, we created a bunch of these hierarchy of purposes because we wanted to really refine our opportunity statement once we knew that we wanted to create an app.
So our final opportunity statement was how might we create a product that is unique and effective for the majority of its users when learning ASL. With this opportunity statement in mind, we decided that the people that would benefit the most from our product were community outreach workers, people who need to learn ASL, and those who want to but don't necessarily need to learn ASL. With this in mind, we've created an app that allows the user to learn the topics that are most relevant to them, with functions that not only ease communication between people, but generate a deeper understanding of not just ASL as a language, but its community of users. In the app, the users have the option to learn ASL on their own time, or they take advantage of the translation or Bluetooth aspect for on-the-go communication, or they just practice with friends. We believe that providing these resources free of cost will slowly be able to ease the hardships of the hard of hearing and deaf communities.
So as a team, we decided to run 4 different tests. The first test was the avatar feature, which was pretty much looking at avatars and letting the user select an avatar. We did this to create more excitement through the app, and we also did this so we can target a bigger audience. The second test we decided to run was the translation feature of our app. We did this so that we could tell if different people could decipher our signs, because if the user could not decipher the differences in signs, then it was basically not going to work out. The third feature we decided to test out was the color palette of our app. This was a test that we did so that we could see and make sure that the color scheme that we added to our app was liked across a variety of age groups. Lastly, the final test that we decided to run was the basic app skeleton, which basically was just the app in itself with the features. We did this so we can test out the layout.
As far as our testing results go, the avatar feature definitely sparked joy and excitement in our users and tapped into their nostalgia, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Our translation feature, all of the testers were able to decipher the signs that we had given them, which is a really good indicator that the AI system will be able to as well. Our color palette, we noticed that the older that the users were, the more likely they would be to select a darker color palette. So we plan on giving multiple color palettes for the user to choose from to customize the app. And as far as functionality, users had just said that they want more interactiveness, which there will be in a fully functioning app.
When we were doing research on our app, we wanted to include a lot of unique and cool features that weren't necessarily on other ASL apps. One of which being our avatar system, which allows you to see ASL signs in a 3D space, change the pace of the sign in question, and pause it entirely to be able to understand it better. You're also able to customize the avatar with different clothings and different styles to really give it a unique feel. One of the other interesting features we included was the connectivity feature, which allows you to do lessons and play games on the app with friends. We sincerely hope that these features will make for a unique and engaging, most importantly, a fun ASL learning experience.